Okay, last weekend I was trying to create an agent. It was a Python based automation script, and along with Gemini as well as ChatGPT, with the help of them, I was trying to create an agent that will book a ticket on IRCTC site on behalf of me, even in absence of me. In the starting, I felt like it's easy, we can do that. Um, I can create automation script, but no, at boom. I felt like I made it. We made progress up to final ticket um, uh, fare calculation, as well as for the ticket booking last step, where we have to just provide OTP to the web in the wallet to just pay the amount, but then it throws the error, um, and it thrown us out of that app. From where this idea from where this I got this idea is basically every month I have to go, I have to commute to office from Ranchi to Chennai, and for that I have to book a ticket. And the train that I used to on the train that I used to board for that commute, for them, for that booking a ticket is a bit challenge. And the one who are using IRCTC would be knowing that for some trains, it's a, if you miss the dates, and you didn't plan properly ahead, then you will not get a proper confirmed ticket. So for that purpose, I was trying to create an agent that will book on the very first day, or recently when they have made changes, like you can book the ticket 120, not 60 days, 2 months ahead beforehand of the traveling date. So I was thought of creating an agent that will to which I will feed a calendar, like every month on which date I have to commute, and based upon that it will book the ticket 60 days before that, in advance of that. So that was the plan, and that turned out into a multi-round chase game with the firewall and the website security. Like earlier, in the previous version of IRCTC site, it was a captcha where you have to prove that you are a human, not a bot, accessing that site and using that one. Recently, after the request of and users, the ministry has and the IRCTC has removed that captcha. From that moment, I got this idea, like, since we don't have the captcha, let's try if we can access the site and book the ticket by ourselves, without me being there, and can create something like that. But no, it's not that simple. Even the captcha was not there, but there are lots of conditions and logic built behind that screen that that's not visible to us, but there are uh, long chain of commands and the conditions behind scenes that look look into how you click, where you click on the screen, what's the speed of your input, providing input or data selections and data entry into the website. Based upon all those calculations, it judge that whether it's a machine or a website, it's a machine or a bot, or it's a human working onto that. So that was a great learning. I just I'm just posting this video over here to first. The first reason is to share that what I'm doing over here on the what I had tried to do, and another thing was to connect with a similar kind of someone who is doing similar kind of work, or trying to learn, or see if they can automate or can use the technology and IT for their daily work, to see how they are progressing, to grow together, to learn together. For that purpose, I am sharing this video. So let's move to the script. Let me show you what actually I was trying to do instead of talking that much. Let me share my screen. I will take you to the screen. Just give me a moment. Okay, before showing you the script, let me show you what actually on the site I mean. So this is the previous version of IRCTC site. So when you click over here, they used to provide this captcha. You have to manually enter. Either they will test it through the various picture-in-picture clue, like click or select where is the car, traffic light, like those things, to confirm whether a human or a bot is accessing this site. So now they have launched a new beta version of that. It is still under a trial. So here this is the simpler version of that one. When you will click on this login, you have to just provide your user and password and click on this button. It will take you to the site directly. So here we in our script have tried to automate this whole process of clicking on this button. First is to launching this site through the script itself, then clicking on this button, then providing this username and password over here, then to click on this login button to enter the site, open the site, and then to enter this from and to station, that the date of the travel. Then click on this search button to filter out the list of the trains between this station on that date, and based upon that filtered list, to book for the selected train in the desired class. So once you will provide the from to station date, we will have this train filter list of the train between those two stations on that day. And from here, clicking on this check ability to see the list of train seats availability over there. So here you can see this is for the availability of that, and after that clicking on this button, then clicking on this class to book the ticket over here. So once you will have this one available, you can click on this and book, and then you will go to the passenger passenger details page, where you can fill in the details, and then from there you will go for payment either through UPI or through wallet. I had tried with wallet over there. Since wallet is by default, I haven't provided any extra code into that, because the wallet is by default was the selection selected in that option. And then just calculate the fare and provide the credential for paying into that one. So that was our trial, and here how we have done try to do all the things through the script. So here I will show you. So just as explained on the website, we try to get it done in phases. So first phase is to log in to launch this site. So here you can see we are launching this site, waiting for a few seconds to get the server and the website loaded, then providing this username and password over here, then clicking on the button, submitting the login credential, and clicking on the button to enter into the page. Then once we logged in into the site, then again we have to provide this from and to station detail to filter the list of the train. So here it is from. I had tried because my plan was to do for my monthly commute. So I have my stations selected predefined. So this was Ranchi and Chennai over here. You can see this two station here. I have hard coded Ranchi and Chennai, and for the trial purpose I had tried to go with the hard coded date of 25th August. But yeah, once my plan was to first go with the hard coded date, and then once succeeded, then we'll go for the next level of automation of giving the feeding into the calendar, and on top of that the agent will or the script will itself book on 60 days before those commute date. So for that purpose, here for initial purpose I had hard coded the date. Here you can see this 21st. Here I would have provided August to click on the calendar option over there to give 25th of August date, and then click search button over here. You can see this is the search button, click provided over here. Then we waited for a few seconds to get it loaded. This is waiting for the time, and once we had the list of the train based upon the data inputted over here, selection made into the from and to as well as the date, we filtered on, because we have only one train into that route, and I was trying to for this particular train. So this is 1351 Dhanbad LP, and on top so this is to look into that particular train. Then after that to look for the second AC of that one. So here you could have seen that after getting this filter list of the train, then clicking on the ability action button, then going into that AC, second AC block to look into the book button over there. So here once that we got AC second class, then we'll go for here booking by clicking on that button. So here we have provided by the button name over there. So by using the XPath method, then once clicked on that one, we log in into this passenger detail phase. So here once you confirm the date and click on the book button, then we entered into the next screen where we have to provide passenger details over here. I had used this existing passenger options over there. You can use the master list option, where you would have provided a list of passengers and their preferences beforehand while in your IRCTC profile. So from there you can use it instead of giving detail every time when booking on IRCTC. So that I choose over here. From there I just filter it for my name. So you can see I have provided my name over here to get that particular passenger name details filtered in, provide it over here. Then that's all, and then after move to confirmation button. So here we have provided Rohit, then next row, and then click the checkbox to select that particular passenger detail, then add on over here, and then we took into these are the things for loading and to bypass or to come out of that initial internal checks that the website has provided. We will look into if automation is required, but I think for some other site I can go and automate this. After this one, after this experience, I can code for something else where we don't have that much firewall and security setting for confirming whether there's a human or a bot. So just sharing this one to for anyone who is trying similar to a similar kind of work over there. Please connect and share how and what you have learned and what else you are doing to get this kind of stuff done. Thanks.